Hey, welcome back to my vlog. I'm really happy to be recording this video today because I had such good news. I just want to maybe rewind a little bit and remind you of the context so that this vlog kind of makes sense to you, even if you're just tuning in now. I've been traveling across Asia for 3 months now, and I started my journey in Vietnam. And while I was there, I kind of had um, a calling. I felt something that was calling me. It was dance calling me. I was taking dance classes there, and it wasn't the first time that I was in a new place and I was just trying to figure out, okay, how, like, what do I want to do on a daily, like, routine? And literally, the only thing I could think of was, I want to dance. I want to dance. So I was going through different studios. I was going there, like, can see what kind of classes they were offering, and I ended up in a very cool studio where they were teaching hip hop, and the teacher was just like, it's always the teachers, you know. You have to find a good teacher, and he was so good, so patient, so like with this energy, you know, that you want in a dance teacher. I really enjoyed taking classes there. Um, but yeah, so I had this realization while I was in Vietnam, like I've always been wanting to pursue dance. Now is the time to really commit to it. I was looking for studios because I knew I was gonna get out of Vietnam because I can only stay there for 45 days with my passport. And I really had this feeling like I want to immerse myself in dance for like a time, an extended period of time, and see how it makes me feel. So then this would inform the next step I was gonna take in my dance journey. I found this studio in Tokyo called N Dance that basically has this unlimited monthly pass option where you pay once and then you can just take as many classes as you want. I was looking for reviews of it from people that actually attended it, and a lot of people were saying the classes were good. And I was in Vietnam anyway. I was going to Hong Kong because I have a friend there, and the flight to Tokyo from Hong Kong was very, like, it was like 4 hours. It's actually really close. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this out for a month. I'm gonna be dancing in Japan. Like, how cool, you know? So yeah, that was kind of the goal. But I also, like, at the same time was like, I have this feeling that I want to commit to dance. So I'm also gonna be applying to different studios back in Europe because I knew I wanted to do, if I did a training, it would be in Europe. So while I was um actually it started when actually yeah, my first application I sent when I was still in Vietnam. I rented a studio there to improvise dance because the first studio I contacted, which was in Copenhagen, I just I I think, yeah, that's what started everything. That's what got me recording video editions, is because basically I was sending out emails to studios to I had made a list of studios I was interested in. So they basically had to offer a 1 year intensive program. They had to offer urban styles. Like I'm really drawn to hip hop and Afro. So I needed a studio that offered urban dance. Like that the classes were urban oriented, you know? And so it needed to be in Europe. They needed to have a 1 year intensive program, and they needed to be focused on hip hop, Afro, like urban dances, right? And so I sent out a bunch of emails. Most of the studios were either in Spain, in France, in Denmark, or in Sweden. And for some reason, the studios in Spain just were very inconsistent with the communication. They would just wouldn't reply to me, or like they would reply and then they would go silent for like a month. Like, I don't know, it was just really hard to communicate with them. whereas the studios in Scandinavia, like Denmark and Sweden, they were very reactive. Their programs were really what I was looking for. At first, I only reached out to one, um, because I knew it from a long time ago, from when from when I started looking into dance studios, which was like a decade ago. Because as I said, like if you've been watching my vlog, you know, like dance has always been here. But yeah, whatever. And they, instead of just giving me the information I was asking for, they asked, okay, we want to see you dance. Like, send us 1 minute to 1 minute 30 video of you. We just want to see how you dance. And so I was in Vietnam, as I said, so I recorded a improvisation on Feedback by Janet Jackson, in a studio there, and I sent it to them. And things started going really fast with them, where they were like, well, okay, we really like the way you dance. We want you to send a CV. Let me get back to this later. Then I actually flew to Tokyo, and I started taking dance classes at N Studio. And as you know, they weren't really adapted to my level. They didn't really have actual beginner-friendly classes. I talk thoroughly about that in my one of my previous vlogs. You can watch it if you want. And so while I was in Tokyo, I still am in Tokyo right now. I'm leaving in 2 days. I continued exchanging with studios, and more of them were asking me to send video applications, like video auditions, you know. Everything started getting more concrete, you know. And yeah, they were just like asking me to apply, and I was like, I mean, what does it cost me? Nothing. Like, I'm just gonna send these video auditions, and we're gonna see what comes out of that. I think it was at the beginning of this week or last week, I got the last reply from all the studios I applied to. And in total, I applied to 4 different studios. So I only applied to those who actually, you know, were consistent with their communication and that had a program that genuinely interested me. And out of the 4 studios that I applied to, 3 of them accepted me into their 1 year program. And I was so, you know, happily surprised, because I'm a complete beginner. So I, I thought, if only one accepts me, like, that'll already be a victory, you know? And 3 of them accepted me, all of them in Copenhagen, all of them in Denmark, which is so funny because I already lived in Denmark for half a year back in 2023, and I love this city. So I'm actually so excited, because I knew that no matter which one I chose, I was gonna end up there, because the 3 of them were in Copenhagen. So yeah, I actually applied to 3 in Denmark and 1 in Sweden, and the one in Sweden was the only one to reject me. Like, they basically didn't invite me to the physical edition, but the 3 in Denmark accepted me. And so the very first one I applied to, I ended up realizing that it really wasn't what I was looking for. So it kind of was out of the picture. So it was down to 2 different studios, one full-time and one part-time, basically, where they both offer a 1 year intensive program. And they both focus on commercial and hip hop. You know, they still have slight variations. Like the full-time one, they focus on urban dances like, they go very thoroughly into urban dances. Like, they have a very rigorous and complete program where, like, you learn hip hop, afro, locking, whacking, like, very all the styles, whereas the part-time studio is very much focused on commercial dance. So I was like, wow, I really want to do both, you know. And initially I thought the part-time one was more what I needed, or like that it would be easier to fit into my life, because I still need to work, you know, on the side to finance all of that. And so you have more time, you know, when you have only a part-time program. But since, you know, I came to Japan to challenge myself and immerse myself in dance for 1 month, so I only took a class a day for a month, but so I dance every day, right? And that really helped me figure out, and I'm gonna actually post a video about that. Stay tuned because it's coming. Because this really helped me figure out what I need as someone that's just, getting started with dance. Because I have, as I said, like good physical condition from gymnastics and all the like. I'm just like very much into fitness and everything, so like I'm not really starting from scratch there, but in terms of technique, I'm really starting from scratch. And I thought, if I go for the part-time one, I will have more time to work, and it'll be just a less stressful year in terms of um, balancing my dance training, my work, my rest time, my downtime. Um, but then there was something that would just kind of bother me, but I couldn't pinpoint what it was. And it's only when I was um, brainstorming ideas for my 30-day dance challenge video, where basically I was talking about everything I learned during this month about what I need as a beginner in dance to improve. And I realized, I think the most important point is to repeat the basics as much as you can, like repetition, 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 to just you basically need to train not only your body but your brain to move like a dancer, because I'm a former gymnast, so I have a way of moving that is very different from a dancer. I have good posture and I have good cardio and all these things, but my body, like there are some muscles I'm not used to mobilize, and or like just like I've been doing a lot of rhythm training, which is not easy for me. Like it's I really have to work hard and focus hard to be able to do what I need to do. So, and as I said, the full-time program is a lot more focused on teaching you the basics, the foundational basics and technique. And you have a bigger variety of teachers because you have a teacher in each style. Whereas in the part-time studio, it's basically 3 teachers taking care of the program. And I noticed during this 30-day dance challenge that I did that teachers make also all the difference. Some of them, they're really gonna change the way you move and the way you think about dance, and some of them, they just don't really care about teaching you anything. So you really have to have different teachers to have different, inspirations. So that's also a big plus for the full-time studio, which basically you've probably understood it by now. I've decided to go full-time. I've decided to commit this year. It's actually 10 months. So 10 months of like 10 months of intensive training to really build my foundation as a dancer. And it's not even just for dance, it's also performance, um, like your movement quality, to rewire your brain to move in a more fluid and dancer type of way. I don't know how to express that. So yeah, it's called Hot Stepper. It's in Copenhagen, and I'm starting then at the end of August of this year, and it's gonna go until mid-June of next year. And yeah, this video was basically to kind of put that out there because I'm just so happy. It's like, it might sound like something really small where I just do a 1-year intensive dance program. Like a lot of people do that. But to me, this is such a huge, it's a pivotal point because I've been wanting to dance for so long. I've been wanting to commit to achieving my dreams for so long. And I feel like with Decision, I am finally doing it. I am finally just trusting myself that I can make these things happen for me. And I think this is why I was surprised that all of these studios were just like saying, "Oh yeah, you're in. Like we like the way you dance." Because I never believed that I could make such a sharp transition at my age. I'm 28. I know some people will say it's not that old, not that late, whatever. But you have to understand, when you I did gymnastics from the age of 5 to the age of 18. And in gymnastics, you are brainwashed that if you don't start something really young, you cannot be good at it because you will not have the background and the mindset and the training that you're required to be good, to have experience and be to be as close as you can to perfection, even if perfection doesn't exist, you know? And every year that went by, I always thought, oh yeah, well, now it really is too late, you know? And then I just reached rock bottom in my personal life and I realized, well, you can wait forever or you can just decide that it's not too late and it's time to do it now. And anyway, your 20s, like, I feel like everyone knows now that your 20s are just for experimenting. I've experimented with so many different stuff and I just wasn't, nothing resonated with me the way dancing and performing resonates with me, you know? So, yeah, I'm just so glad. And so I will be going back to Switzerland, my home country, for a few months before I move to Copenhagen. And I've been thinking, one of the things also that I need to get better at is musicality. And my mother is a singer, and a piano teacher. So maybe she can teach me one thing or two, before I start this full time intensive dance program. Like now I feel like I can see the opportunities better. Like I'm better at spotting like, oh, this will help me get to where I want to be. This is like think positive. I don't know what I was gonna say there. I think positively, positively. I think positively about. Oh my god, I don't know what I want to say. Like basically, I just want to say that my mindset is more positive. It's like my mind is actively looking for opportunities to create the reality that I want instead of being negative like I was sometimes in the past, and then you only see what you cannot do. Now I see what I can do, what can make me become the person that I want to become and make me create the life that I want to create. So yeah, there's really been a mindset shift in the last month, and it's gradual, but it's there. It's not going away, and I just feel so much energy coming back into my body, and I'm just so excited. And I wanted to share this excitement with you because I really think that you can do anything that you set your mind to. Like, really, this sentence is really true. Like, it's all in here, and it's never too late. Yeah, I think I've said everything that I wanted to say. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'll see you next week. Bye.